carbs.
So good. I know. Oh, this fucking guy making me guilty now. Damn it. I honestly haven't ate all day, so this is okay. I had one meal earlier, so I can have a little bit of
You,
carbs.
you didn't eat all day.
I ate earlier. I had chicken enchiladas.
Did you eat?
What do your macros look like? It's not good when you only eat once and your macros are really bad and the carbs and the fats are really high and the proteins are low either.
Ooh.
You gotta be balanced.
Damn,
You wanna
he's
have a good
getting me.
macronutrient.
He's your dad right now.
Well, I'm gonna say you normally
Make me a nutrition plan.
No. Like a very basic but doable. It's not hard to do. Is 30, 40, 30.
Okay.
So the macros.
30 grams of protein.
Yeah, so it goes fats, carbs, proteins. 30% fats, 40% carbs, 30% protein. That's like the most. There's even a protein bar that's called 30, 40, 30. That's the most well balanced macronutrient. So if you can maintain 30, 40, 30 macronutrients throughout the day,
You're chilling.
you can actually progress.
Yeah.
Versus a lot of people that go to the gym and they'll go for like 3-4 years to look at them, they look the same. Because their diet's not changing.
Their diet shit.
Okay, and 30, 40, 30 is very doable and it's not very extreme. So obviously, it's like do the bodybuilding. Extreme would be when I have to be cutting, bro. I'm like at literally like 20% fats, like 8 to 10% carbs, and like 60 to 80% protein. Like it's very high protein diet, low carbs, low fats, right? So that's very extreme. That's really hard to do. So it's not that hard to do 30, 40, 30, honestly.
Yeah.
And there's an app that will do it for you. You don't even have to do anything. All you got to do is enter what you're eating and drinking throughout the day, all day. And the app
it'll calculate
for you.
everything?
Yeah.
That's so
And as long as
sick.
you maintain your percentages around 30, 40, 30 every day, then you're good. It's kind of tedious. It can be kind of like a hassle to have to enter everything all day. But if you know what you're going to eat for the whole day, you can enter everything in the morning. You don't have to worry about it. You know what your macros are going to be at, your calorie. Because people are like, a lot of people are concerned about their calorie count, right? Like budget. Like, that's.
Well, you usually have to be on a calorie deficit, no?
Yes, that means you're burning more than you're eating, right?
Yeah.
And you're consuming. But the thing is, that's the best way to do it, and that's what I do when I'm doing like the prepping for a bodybuilding show. But most people won't do that. And then like you're saying like, oh, I've only ate once today.
Yeah.
But
It was like a big meal.
Yeah, but what happens is, here's what happens. Your body, primitive instincts, it tries to hold anything in reserve like fats because it doesn't know that if you're gonna get food again later. So it tries to, hold it for later. So if you're only eating once a day, but it's bad that once a day, then you're gonna be holding nothing but like fats.
But just bullshit.
Yeah, and then on top of that, if you drink alcohol, guess what? You're gonna before anything, you're gonna burn the sugars and the glycals before you even touch any of the fats. So if you're a regular drinker, oh man, like you won't even touch the fats, especially so you have to
Just
really
a trickle effect.
Yeah,
That
man,
makes sense.
it is.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Sounds terrible.
So today on the pod, episode 5?
I believe we're on 5. Yep. Well, this is episode
5. This is crazy.
Cooked
we
podcast.
have Ernesto Toscano
Yes,
in the
sir.
house, man. I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate you hopping on the podcast. You're a really good speaker, man.
Oh, I appreciate you guys having me, man. I appreciate you.
Pro MMA fighter background,
Yeah.
like you train people right now, like that's what you're doing consistently, and you do these kickboxing events. That's so sick.
Yep.
Go ahead
Big
and
one.
introduce yourself and talk a little bit about you.
Okay, cool, man. Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
my name is
cheers, bro.
Ernesto Toscano. I grew up here in the Tri-Cities, Pasco, Washington. Pasco High graduate, 07. I got to represent 509.
Let's go. I love it.
Yeah.
And
I love
man, I'm just what can I say? I'm just an immigrant living the American dream, man. Just being honest,
Okay.
Taking advantage of every opportunity that has been given to me. Honestly, networking is what's gotten me to where I'm at today and continuing to get me to other places. It's true what they say. It's not necessarily what you know, but who you know.
Who you know.
Yeah, dude. I went to
Yeah.
college. I got a degree. Honestly, if I could go back, I would have not even gone to college.
Really?
Yeah, straight up.
Okay.
Yeah,
I love that.
I haven't used my degree.
That's a good take.
Yeah, I have not used my degree since. I used to right after I graduated. I got this corporate sales job that I thought was my dream. That what I thought I wanted to do. I realized that. The last thing I
Immediately,
wanted
you're
to
like,
do.
what the hell?
Oh man, so much red tape, politics, and corporate.
Yeah.
It was a Fortune 500 company. Very stressful situation. Got paid pretty good. It was very stressful. And that's where after that I transitioned to having a small business, a Boost Mobile store with my padrino. That was cool. But then I realized that a small business was not for me because I don't like being stuck in one place all day,
All the
every day.
time. Yep.
And that's what I had to do as a small business owner. I had to be there pretty much all day, every day. My padrino would relieve me a couple days a week, have a day off or two, but he had his own store in Pasco. So it was like, I had to be there, man,
Yeah.
in the booth, right?
Yeah.
And it did good, but after 6 months, I decided this is not for me. He kept the business, sold him my half, got my profit from there, moved on. But and ever since I've been in sales and marketing, basically.
Nice.
Yeah, so I've done a little bit of everything. I've done radio, TV, and then now we're promoting, right? We're
Yeah.
here today promoting the Northwest Kickboxing League 9.
Yeah.
Let's
And
go.
yeah,
Let's
dude,
go.
this thing's getting huge.
What
So,
date is that?
December 28th. So
Okay.
December
Saturday,
28th.
December 28th of this year.
Okay.
You cannot miss it. Okay, so I've done, this is number ninth event. We started in the Shiloh Inn. Do you guys remember the Shiloh Inn on G-Way?
Yes.
The older hotel?
Yeah, it's now an apartment complex or something.
Well, no,
like
no,
that.
no. Now they remodeled that thing. They spent over $7 million remodeling that hotel, and now it's called the Riverfront Hotel.
Oh, okay, you're right.
That's
you're
where
right, you're right.
Salud-
Yep,
Salud
yep.
thing,
Salud's at, yep.
Salud's at,
I
Salud
live right
Front
across
Grill.
the street. I'm at the new apartments right there, Banks of the Bradley.
All night. Yeah,
Yeah,
oh
I got
my gosh,
those
it's a
new
beautiful
ones.
area.
Yeah.
I love the brand,
Yeah.
by the way.
Oh yeah, that's my buddy's restaurant.
It is?
So that's
We're-
what, yeah, Jason.
We're
that's
having
like
him
one of
on
my
next
best
I
week.
met
friends.
Jason too. The,
Really?
Yes, I met
So
him at
that's
his
so
brokerage.
next week we're doing our podcast there.
No way.
Yeah, bro. That's
Yeah.
literally like one of my best
Oh,
friends.
really?
I was literally at his house for like 3 days, literally 2
That's
days ago.
dope. Yeah, that
Yeah,
guy's cool.
bro.
I met
They're
him
amazing,
because,
amazing family.
I went to his event recently at his brokerage. And it was,
Really?
Yeah, it was.
That's
it was
amazing.
cool.
Yeah,
The title
right
company.
surgical, all
Yeah,
that, bro.
it
That's
was-
my dog right there.
It was cool,
I
man.
love him, bro. He's a great
But
guy.
yeah, man. So just like networking has
Yeah.
gotten me like to all these places, just
Yeah.
meeting the right people. Like
Yeah,
even like
100%.
this guy. Like
Yep, I
I'm
appreciate
glad I
that.
met
Yeah,
this guy.
100%.
Now we're like helping each
Yeah.
other. It's,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. Just
Yeah.
just working with people that are like-minded, that are that-
Driven.
Because
Yep.
honestly, at the end of the day, if you're passionate about what you're doing and you have the drive, like you're
Yeah.
saying, nothing will stop you.
Nothing.
You're the only
Yeah.
person that can stop
Yeah.
you from becoming anything you want to be.
I agree.
Yeah.
Literally.
I think who you associate yourself with too is a huge factor in that as well. Like you were saying, like you being associated with him, you guys working together, me and him being good friends, and now we're working together, and obviously connecting just all the dots, bro. It's like it goes down to like who you know, what you do to execute it, and how you execute it. For sure.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely. So we went from the Shiloh Inn, the
Yeah.
small venue, like maybe 400 people. We packed
Yeah.
that place up to the fairgrounds. We went to the fairgrounds.
Wow. Okay, yeah. I remember that.
You remember
Yep.
that?
Yeah,
So
'cause-
that was this guy didn't even know about it then, but
That was when my boy Isaiah started fighting.
yes,
That was his first
yes,
event because
yes.
I remember
Isaiah
having-
what?
Isaiah Archiga. I played
Archiga.
soccer with him.
Okay.
Legend,
from Mercy.
legend. Hopefully, he
Yeah,
watches
Is he
this.
still doing it?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
He's a good,
yeah,
he's a
yeah,
good fighter. He lost
really good
recently,
fighter.
but he's gonna come back. I know
Yeah,
that.
it was a close fight.
Yeah,
though.
that's what I heard.
Yeah, the last event we had, the Northwest Kickboxing League 8, he was a mini band, fought
Yeah.
for the 145-pound kickboxing title.
Yeah.
Very, very close fight. It was
Okay.
very competitive. He fought a
Yeah.
very tough guy from Colorado, for Prodigy Muay Thai Gym. Very,
Yeah.
very
Known
good
gym, yeah, good gym.
known gym from Colorado. Actually, that guy's coach actually puts on big fights as well in
Wow,
Colorado. He's
okay.
a promoter himself, but. Yeah, it was a good fight. I know he's gonna do great.
Yeah.
he's fighting.
He's young
soon
too.
Again. He's young,
Yep,
he's passionate,
energized.
driven.
Yeah, he's ready to
he has
go.
the personality, the looks.
He's sick, bro.
he can
I
go a
love
long
him.
way.
Ever since, like, I remember even in high school, I was a year older than him, but I remember when I dealt with him, even within the soccer, I was like, I like Isaiah. He's a cool kid.
He's a
bro.
cool kid. Like
He's a
it's
cool
hard
kid.
not to like this guy.
It's
Like,
weird though,
it's
because you,
right.
like, in my opinion, this is my opinion. I wouldn't think he'd be a fighter.
Right.
like, off-
he's too nice.
Like
Yes,
he's
Really?
the
yes,
nicest
yes.
guy
That's what
ever,
I'm thinking
bro.
about you,
Okay,
bro.
Okay,
Yeah.
I know. Okay.
But no, like he's
man.
genuinely like
Yeah.
just such a nice kid.
He
You're like, bro,
is.
you wouldn't even think he has that like
Okay.
that it factor in him to really like just beat the
Well,
shit out of someone.
Well, here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing, and it's true what they say. The people that are the most quiet, that
Or,
you-
yeah,
are
they're-
the most
they're
dangerous.
dangerous,
is
bro,
the
yeah.
people that are like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
mess you up, whatever.
Yeah.
They're like barking. They're like
Yeah.
chihuahuas.
Yeah.
They're all barking.
yeah, as soon as they get hit, as soon as they get hit,
it's
it's
done.
over.
Or as soon as you stand up to them, like, oh,
Do you
no,
think
no, no,
that?
no.
You think that's for every fighter? Or do you think that's just certain people? Because I also think
man.
personally, there's certain MMA fighters, just even within like the space now professionally, that
Well,
can talk and then they could also walk the walk. So I think
Yes.
there's a good balance between.
Well,
that.
let me talk about that. That was a point
Yeah.
that I wanted to touch that Jose brought up. So it's all about branding.
100%.
So
you got to
man,
sell a fight.
Yeah. So I'll give you an example. I have a good friend of mine, Tony Sanchez.
Yeah.
It was at the time when I was in my prime. He was in his prime.
Yeah.
He actually went to the UFC tryouts.
Wow.
He passed the. I don't know if you guys know how it works. Everybody comes. So
I know
from
like
all over the
Contender
world.
Series. That's
Oh,
about it.
this was before the Contender Series.
Oh,
Please,
okay,
please
yeah.
tell us how it works, because I
Yeah.
have no idea, and I'm
Okay.
sure the viewers
Okay,
they have
so
no
check
idea.
this out. So the way it works, this is before the Dana White's Contender Series existed.
Yeah.
This was just like when they first had the Ultimate Fighter tryouts, and everybody came from like all over, right? Mainly the U.S., but all over the world too. And they all come to try out. So they have a striking session, a grappling session, and an interview. So he passed the grappling. He passed the striking. He was good enough, skills-wise. Interview, he totally failed. He was a very quiet guy, humble, very nice. And as you guys know from watching like UFC or any reality TV show, what do they want? They want personality.
It's a
they
showman.
want
You
drama.
gotta be a showman. You gotta be a showman.
Yeah, you gotta. They want
Yeah.
people to want to watch viewership. That's all they care about, right?
Well,
at the end of the day,
yeah, you gotta sell tickets.
You gotta sell tickets at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So this guy was not that. So unfortunately, as good as a fighter he was, he was good enough skills-wise to fight in the UFC, but he didn't have the personality. So it reminds me of like the WWE, right?
Right,
Like
yeah.
it's all about your person. You're an actor, literally.
That's
You
what I was
play
gonna
the
say
part.
too. Yeah.
So it comes down to like literally like you gotta stand out. That's why people would start wearing like dyeing their hair pink and blue.
Sean O'Malley.
Yeah,
You like
yeah.
Sean O'Malley?
I like him. I like him.
You do?
I think he's good. I think.
What are your thoughts on his last fight against Marab?
He didn't.
He didn't execute, bro.
But here's the thing.
That's a tough fight,
it's a
though. I'm gonna
tough
be
fight,
honest.
bro. That guy's-
Marab is a
he's
fucking
badass,
monster,
dude.
bro.
He's a monster. Yeah,
he's a monster.
And then he had a lot of. I feel like he had a lot of pressure too.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a big fight, bro.
Well,
Especially at the Sphere.
When
Oh
you're at
my
that
God,
level
yeah.
where he's at, like
Yeah.
even like my friend Kai with Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship.
Oh, he's in Bare Knuckle?
Yeah, Bare Knuckle Fighting.
Okay.
Yeah, King Kai. Like you got all the pressure in the world. Like
Yeah.
you're the champion or whatever, right? But if you lose, like all that shit could come down in the heartbeat, right?
100%.
Right.
So he has all that pressure to stay champion, become the face of the Bare Knuckle Fighting
Yeah.
Championship. Same with these UFC guys. Like
Yeah.
if you're on top one day, if as soon as you start losing, you fall right off the bat. 1-2 losses, you might never be able to chase the title again. Like it's that competitive.
Who do you think had the biggest fall off within the fighting, like recently? Obviously, you could just look back in time, but what do you think recently, like the biggest name that's just like went from like being belt holding to like, damn, like no one even knows what the fuck he's doing nowadays?
McGregor.
I mean, everyone knows what he's
Everybody knows
doing.
him.
Everyone knows what he's
Everybody
doing.
knows him,
He's
but like
he's breaded though, bro. Like
Yeah,
that's the
yeah.
thing I think with McGregor. Genuinely, I think like when he was hungry and he was young and he was striving for that, like that desire to just hold the belts and to just beat anybody in front of
Yeah.
him, bro. He was such an amazing person to watch.
Yep.
Genuinely, because he spoke everything he said into existence.
Yep.
Like whatever he said, he did. And I think for me, like as a viewer and as a fan, like I appreciated that. But now moving forward, I'm like, damn, like this motherfucker touched the bag. So it's like, what else is he gonna do, bro? Like he
Well,
literally touched billions of dollars. Now he's
That's
sitting.
what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
he like Dana White said. Dana White even said it himself.
He's
not-
like, bro, like he doesn't need a
money,
fight. Yeah, he
no.
doesn't
Like-
need a
like,
fight.
he said,
And that's the motive at first, if you're really
Yeah.
thinking about it. Like
He
I mean,
made it. You know,
yeah.
like right now he has so much money with all his business ventures. Like he does not need to fight at all. And Dana White's like he's not expecting him to fight.
I
Like,
wish he was still there though,
Me
because
too.
like he definitely made watching the UFC so fun, bro.
he did, but I'll be honest. I don't think he would be at that level. I don't
Never.
think he would be competitive
No,
ever
never.
again.
No.
No.
For one,
it's done.
it's age.
He doesn't have that drive
and
anymore.
doesn't have the drive.
Like, he doesn't
It's
have
just
the
he's
dog
dealing
in
with
him.
so much other shit too, bro. Like I feel like every other week
Yeah.
I look on the phone and I'm like, damn, this dude's in this type of mess now. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh my
but
days, bro.
it's a lot of it, bro. Like,
Yeah.
like that's why fighting, like any other like professional sport, right?
Yeah.
It's a young man's sport.
Yeah,
and you only have.
You think fighting's a young man's sport
Yeah,
now?
absolutely.
Really?
Well, yeah.
Because I feel like growing up watching fighting, I felt like it was always an older man's sport.
No,
like you would always
no.
see people holding the belts who were in their 30s and like
yes.
early to
Okay. In the
mid-30s.
UFC, yes.
Yes.
In the UFC, yes. So, I would say if you're not, but here's the thing, bro.
If
You
you're-
already have to be in the UFC,
Yeah.
fighting for the title
Yeah.
by early
By
30s,
20 I would say by
you have to be in the
late
UFC in your
20s.
20s
Yeah.
to be fighting hopefully for the title like in your early 30s, mid 30s.
28.
How
Yeah.
how hard is that, you think?
Absolutely, almost impossible.
Really?
Yeah. So
Oh, well, look at the
statistically
small
speaking-
percentage
Here's-
of people.
no,
Well, I'm curious because obviously I come from a soccer background.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with hundreds of millions
pro
of people.
soccer player,
Yeah,
by the way.
yeah, I played
badass
pro.
pro
Yeah.
soccer
I
player
appreciate
right here.
that.
This guy.
But let's get back to the fighting. I'm all about the fighting. How important or how hard is it for a fighter to go from, let's say, an event like this to making or at least getting a sniff at getting into the UFC?
It's very difficult, and the reason why is because there's different. So there's a bunch of professional organizations in the world, right?
Yes.
There's a PFL, there's ONE FC, there's.
So how does it rank?
Bellator. So UFC is the top.
Yeah.
UFC is like basically like the NFL, the NBA, of
Yeah.
fighting,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
Has to be.
And that's where everybody wants to get to. That's like if you really care about being the best fighter in the world, that's where you want to be. You want to fight the best fighters in the world. So you're going to go to the UFC.
Yeah.
The problem with that is that there's so much competition. It's so difficult to get there. I'll put it this way: all the guys that you see fight in all those prelims, the early
Yeah.
prelims, even the ones that start at 3 p.m.
Yeah,
right?
oh yeah.
Not even the ones
they're
on
making
TV.
crumbs, bro.
Yeah, those guys, not only are they making crumbs, those guys could be fighters at a bunch of other promotions
Yeah.
worldwide that are not the UFC.
Yeah.
That their level, their level's that good. But the thing about the UFC is like you got the best of the freaking best. And
Yeah.
in the UFC, you can't just be good at one thing. Like back in the day when the UFC started,
Oh,
there
you
wa-
could-
there
if you
there
could
was
just
like
bang out with
stand-up.
someone,
Well,
yeah.
well, not only that, you had people were like, okay, they were good at maybe like one thing or the other, maybe decent at one, striking versus grappling, etc.
Nowadays,
Bro, now you have to be like like a ninja master of everything,
Yeah.
stand up, grappling, and
I feel like that's beautiful though. That's
yes,
amazing, bro.
Yes,
That's
like
insane.
it's just so competitive, and now there's like it went from like a few thousand to like tens of thousands of people trying out for the UFC. So law of numbers, right? Like a lot more competition, a lot more people getting into MMA, fighting in general, chasing that that goal. I don't know if you guys heard bare knuckle fighting championship, and since McGregor owns part of that, they're
Yeah.
doing that $25 million tournament
Oh.
that's open to anyone in the
go.
world.
What?
Yes, they're doing that $25 million
go, Alex.
tournament, bro.
25
I'm
million.
spamming leg kicks.
And they
I'm
literally
spamming
made it-
leg kicks
yeah,
the
they
whole
said
time.
you can literally go try out. Anybody can enter this
For
tournament
25
for
mil?
25 mil is the grand prize. Imagine that.
You know how many clean fighters are going into
We
that?
don't gotta be doing
Damn, well,
podcasts,
they
bro.
have
We
an
could go
opportunity.
try out.
That's insane,
Change your
bro.
life.
How,
25 million for you, Jose.
I'm not gonna lie, 25 million is
25
not
mil
enough.
would do some
No,
damage.
it's a huge number, but honestly, I don't think I would ever fight for 25 million.
Like
No?
just like
No.
you pause. You would never fight just like someone just for 25 mil right there.
Not if I know that I could die.
You're not
Because
gonna
I've
be
never,
that
I've
excited.
no,
You're
I've
gonna get
never,
your
I
ass
have no,
beat,
I have
but
no
like-
like fighting experience for
Well,
me.
So like let's say,
personally,
okay, I got a perfect scenario for you. 25 mil on the line. Are you fighting Jake Paul?
Please say yes.
If you don't say yes, I'm literally like why
no,
are you
Jake
not
Paul, yeah, probably.
Are you
But bare
fighting-
knuckles
Well,
crazy?
anybody
Are
for
you-
25
yeah, what
million.
the fuck
I'll
is
get knocked
25
out for
mil?
25 million. I'll
Yeah.
stand there and let you knock me
Yeah.
out for $25 million. Like,
I'm
knock me
throwing.
out, bro.
I'm gonna throw. I
Yeah.
gotta throw.
But the
I
thing
gotta
is,
see where
like,
I'm at.
okay, 25,
I gotta see where I'm at. I
25
don't get my ass
million,
beat,
but
though.
what, like you buy like one car, dream car, what right now?
Dutch Viper for me. It's
That's
even-
not. That's not.
Really?
Even, that's not 25 mil, but that's.
No, that's
I mean,
like-
if you get a newer
it's
one,
like
then
a
you go
200
yeah,
back
they're
to
pretty.
200,000.
They're pretty insane.
Yeah, never mind. 200,000 is never.
Bro, 25 mil is insane. If you're
Yeah.
not fighting, okay, I have a really good question. Are you fighting John Jones for 25 mil?
No, bro, I'm dying
will.
in the ring.
I'll die.
I would just
I'll
tell
risk my
him,
life for 25 million.
low key, I'm just telling him, like, I'm telling him, like, don't hit me with your elbow, just, like, choke me out, bro. Like, just do some shit like that.
You can't tell him nothing.
For all I care.
Ah,
$25
fuck,
million.
You
25
can't
mil.
tell him nothing, bro.
Dude, imagine getting an elbow, though. That's fuck.
Yeah,
you gotta
saying
do it. You
25
gotta
million,
take it. 25
million,
mil.
25
Yeah.
million. Yeah, like
You gotta take it on the chin, bro. Fuck.
Wait.
I'm just saying I hope that it ends quick.
Yeah.
That's what I
Are
would
you
hope for.
saying if
Imagine
you win
go
or
rounds with him, though.
if
Holy
you just
fuck.
fight him, you
No,
get
just-
25
just-
million?
Just fight him.
You step
Okay.
into the
Oh,
ring.
I thought you guys said-
immediately. You
fight-
step.
I thought you guys were saying if you win, I'm like, how am I gonna
obviously
win?
not.
I wouldn't do that. No, we're gonna win.
You're not
That's-
winning.
yeah,
though. You're not
That's
winning. though.
suicide.
No offense.
Yeah.
No offense.
None of us are winning.
No,
That's
not
just
even-
suicide. You know,
John
not even
Jones
us,
is
not
correct.
even us put
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, all
will
three
win.
of us are getting
We'll
fucked
still
up.
Yeah. But
Actually, that's a
25
good
million?
take. I wonder if that could happen. No, probably not. It would have to be like the most cheap shots we could possibly think
Boy, it
of,
would
bro.
have to be
Bro, the only
the.
way we're gonna win against John Jones
Gun.
is if we have a gun.
Yeah,
Yes,
gun.
absolutely.
Yeah, gun.
That's the only way.
Yeah, that's good.
For
call.
25 million?
Okay, so before we move on to the next topic, who do you think fell off recently?
Recently, one of
I'm
my
thinking-
favorite fighters. One of my favorite
Let me
fighters.
see if you're thinking the same one.
No, probably not. Anthony Pettis.
Oh,
He
that's
did
a
that
good
crazy
one.
kick.
Yeah, the
Remember
off the
that?
off the
Against
off the
Van
wall.
Henderson?
Yep.
Yes.
You know who low-key
I did
kinda
that
fell
kick,
off,
by the way.
Usman.
Yeah, he did. You
He
don't hear about,
did.
you're right. You don't hear about him anymore.
Usman, and he was like,
But is he older too?
no, he's like at that age where he could
He's
probably
like more
still
than
hold
30.
the belt.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
34.
yeah.
He's 34,
Yeah,
35.
I think
like,
he's past his
He's at that
prime.
age though where he could
See
definitely
what I
still
mean?
be holding
He's
a
past
belt.
his prime.
See what I mean with the prime thing?
What do you think of Haas? Who's the dude? Oh my days, I'm losing my mind right now. He beat Usman on a 3-day notice. He talked shit to everybody, bro. He's from like Uzbekistan or whatever.
Oh, yeah, that guy with the beard.
Bro, he's
I
fucking. He's
forgot,
different, bro.
Kiss. I've heard his
Kamzat? No,
something like that. He
Hamzat.
destroys everybody.
Bro, he
He just comes in, grapples
He
them,
hangs
and
out
chokes
with
them out.
Till, Darren Till, or Dustin Till, whatever his name is.
Darren Till.
Darren Till.
Yeah. No, yeah. No, I know who you're talking about. I forgot his name, but Kuzma. It's a hard name. He's
Yeah,
from
it's a hard
there.
name. Yeah.
But the beard,
Those dudes,
yeah.
I was talking to him about this recently. Those dudes are the hardest dudes, bro, in fighting.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't even understand it. Like
They wrestle bears, bro.
They're
What do you expect?
breed differently,
I've
bro.
seen
It's
those
insane.
clips of them wrestling.
I've always
bears.
thought
I'm
of
just
that.
like,
It's just like if I'm
they're
ever
just
in
a
like a
different
bar
type of
setting
human
and I have
being.
to deal with like fighting someone and I realize they're like from that general area, I'm not fighting you, bro.
Yeah, no.
Like
No,
I'm buying you a beer and I'm like, bro, you beat my ass.
bro, I'll buy you 10 beers, but don't fight me,
Bro,
please.
if you're Russian, if you're any of those descents, I'm not doing it, bro. There's not a chance I'm doing that
Those guys
shit.
are next level, and they've been dominating in the UFC.
Bro, they're killing it.
What do you guys think about there's another group of fighters? I don't know if they're getting really famous.
Yeah.
They wear the glasses, the nerds from Brazil. They're from Brazil. They wear like these glasses. They're the nerds of fighting, but they've been killing it.
Really?
Destroying everybody. Yeah.
In what
in the UFC.
in the UFC?
In the UFC, yes.
What
They're-
are they bantamweight or are they're smaller? Or
They have different fighters. I'm just trying to remember the name, but they have a few fighters. They're from Brazil. I'm telling you, they're the
They're
nerds.
crazy, though?
The nerds.
They're legit?
They're the.
I feel like Brazil's on
Brazilian
top right
fighters
now.
were insane back in the day. Like Anderson Silva, you have
No,
like
I feel
a
like
lot
he's
of
still on
Silvas
top.
that came
Pereira,
up.
Chama.
Yeah,
Well, Chama's not. He's not Brazilian though.
Yes, he is.
Is
I
he?
thought he
No,
was.
he's
What's
not.
his name?
Yes, he is.
The lightweight.
You're gonna have to Google that. I don't
The
think-
lightweight champion. Obviously.
Yeah, Alexander Pereira. But he's not Brazilian. Is
No,
he
yes,
Brazilian?
He's Brazilian. Yes.
Oh,
Chama, right? Chama.
Do you think he'll fight John Jones?
Pereira. No, maybe eventually.
I think-
if he keeps winning,
John Jones wants
I
that
think
fight
it-
because obviously the money's there.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
let's
not
keep
only
it above.
that, John Jones, he's in my
Well,
opinion,
he solidified it, bro.
He solidified
Like,
as the greatest fighter ever. I think.
You think so?
I think so. Right now, yeah, dude. And even with all the time off he's had, think about how.
You know what's crazy?
He was off for a few
Yeah.
years, and he still came in.
Brazilian?
Yeah, Brazilian. There it is.
I have a buddy on Instagram that I'm friends with.
This is my go right here. UFC.
Yeah.
This is my go.
I mean, currently, yeah.
no,
Dude, that guy
This guy
came-
fights John
dude,
Jones. He's winning.
Dude, that guy came out of nowhere and just
Alex-
became the champion, destroying everybody. Like he's the fastest rising
This
star.
this is one of my homies that I just know him through Philly.
Yeah.
Bro, and he literally trains with John Jones.
What?
And he's one of my boys, and now he's in bare knuckle boxing.
Okay.
What's his name?
And, his name's Patrick Brady.
Okay.
that's
Legend.
nice.
And
Yeah.
whenever this gets clipped, my boy. I have him on Instagram. We followed each other for a while. We just show love to one another.
Yeah,
crazy.
I've never actually met him in person, but he's one of those guys that like we follow each other. We like each other's energy on the Instagram, whatever it is. And he literally fights UFC, bare knuckle boxing, all that. He's like 6'4", like 260 out of Philly,
wow.
bro. But he literally just did the whole training camp with John Jones.
That's dope.
Literally, bro.
That's dope.
Fucking
he's from
insane,
Philly?
bro. Yeah, he's from Philly.
That's
Look at that.
dope.
Insane, bro. And he literally helped John Jones get prepared for this
That's-
next fight,
that's-
bro. And it's just
Ernesto,
like
let me ask you real quick.
unreal.
Was your goal ever to get to the UFC? I know you pursued MMA for a little bit. What was your ultimate goal with that, and how has that helped you so far with the events that you're throwing right now? I mean, they're crazy.
Yeah, so of course, at one point in time when I was in my prime fighting, like everybody else, my dream was to go to the UFC.
Yeah.
Right. And then I realized that it was a lot harder than I ever thought it would be. It was like, whoa. So, like, it's one thing, bro. So here's the thing. I was really good at amateur fighter. So I went 14-1 as an amateur fighter.
Super
I
good.
had the belt here in at the Happel. It was called the Track at the time.
Yeah.
But I was a champion there.
Shout out the Track for
I was a champion in Spokane for Rick Little, the guy that has all the UFC fighters, with Juliana Pena, Michael Chiesa, and all those guys. And then I was a champion in Yakima. I fought at the Sundome and won by knockout. I was on for the spinning back fist. I did this crazy spinning back fist and knocked people out with that shit.
Ooh, I would
Really?
love
Yeah,
to see
yeah,
a clip of that.
Yeah, so
You got clips of that?
I don't think that, dude. It's been so long. It's like
Nah, I think you're good.
2010.
You're good.
People- when YouTube was barely like a thing.
Oh,
it was newer,
that's it.
not newer, but like you know what I mean. Like it was, video was not really
Yeah.
like it is now. I wish, but
Imagine.
there's clips out there. Somebody has clips out there. But I just don't know how to find them. But I had like four knockouts with my spinning back fist. One was at the track actually, defending my title the last time. And again, so I was really good, right? I was like, oh, I'm good, whatever. And then I go pro. Once you go pro, bro, it's
different.
Like
It's different.
It's like there's levels, right? Like with everything else.
That's how I
And this
felt.
is what I tell people. Okay, you guys are familiar with baseball, right? You know how
course.
there's pro baseball, there's single weight, double
Yeah,
weight,
of
triple weight.
course.
heavyweight.
Yeah, I have a boy that's affiliated with some baseball stuff.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
so right here we have the Dust Devils. They would
Yeah.
be considered single weight, a farm
Yeah.
team, right? And there's double, triple MLA. So you still have to all these steps to get to the MLB. Same with fighting, bro. Like I fought pro at the Emerald, at the Tacoma. the
Over in
Vibe.
Tacoma. Okay,
Yes,
so
the
I
Emerald Pink
played
Casino.
for Tacoma Stars.
Okay.
Which is an indoor pro team over there. So
Yeah.
I played for their reserve team when I was 19. That was literally right across the street. And I would always see ads, bro, for
Yep.
pro fighting over
Yep,
there.
yep. Yeah, so
and I
they
was
have-
like, damn, that shit's insane.
Yeah, so they always have boxing and MMA.
And MMA,
As
yep.
you know, casinos, they don't care
It's a
what's
big casino, to be fair, for
Very, very
Tacoma.
big casino, yeah. So that's a big casino. So all the casinos care about is bringing people there. They don't care whether it's
What it
comedian,
is.
a singer,
Right,
fight.
right.
They don't care. They just want to bring people to the casino to gamble and stay at their hotel.
That makes
right?
sense.
That's all they care about. But I'll touch into that, which is with my new sponsors. But anyway, so yeah, I was fighting there. Whatever. I won my first pro fight.
How
then
was that?
It was actually very it was very traumatizing because it was my first knockdown. The first time I ever got
You
knocked
got
down.
knocked down?
I got knocked down for the first time
my
ever,
gosh.
and I had 15 amateur fights. Never got knocked down. Never got finished.
You got hit, though, I'm
I got
assuming.
hit. Yeah, well, of course. I got my
Yeah.
my bell rung a few times, but I never got knocked down. The one time that I did lose was by decision.
Mm-hmm.
I never got finished. Even my pro fights, I never got finished. Never got submitted. Never got finished.
Amazing.
And
Yeah,
so
you
I
could
would.
take a punch.
Yeah, I took a punch. Yeah, I'm tough, bro. I'll keep coming until I can't literally physically stand
Yeah.
up. I won't give up. So, and I think you gotta have that as a fighter. But anyway, so first fight, you know, I fought some dude that was shorter than me. He was a wrestler. So I came in thinking, oh, I'm a badass stand-up fighter, or whatever. Too
He's
confident.
going to want to go to the ground.
Yeah, I was too
Yeah.
confident. So what do? I come in and I throw a fucking really lazy 10, which is a right kick.
Yeah.
You're supposed to block your face when you throw the
Yeah.
kick. I didn't. I just went.
just went straight kick.
Yeah, because I was too confident,
And he just hit-
overconfident.
He
I
just
learned
hit
that.
you with a jab, or
No. As I was
Full
throwing
right?
that kick,
Loaded
boom,
the
overhand right. Overhand as he caught
the
me
chin or on the temple?
On the fucking chin. As I was throwing the kick, so I'm still off balance.
Yeah,
So
you're on one foot.
next thing you know, I'm on my ass. As soon as I hit the ground, I wake up. I'm like, what the?
Whoa.
And I see this guy rushing me. I'm like, did I just get knocked? I was in shock.
Yeah.
'Cause that
And
never
how many
happened.
people? How many people were there?
Oh, at least 2,000 people at the.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But
Okay.
It's crazy.
Before you keep going, walking into the arena, knowing it's your first pro fight, walking in like, holy shit, like it's happening. You're walking
Yeah.
down to the cage. What is that mentally like?
It was unreal, man. Because it was like I couldn't believe it. That was the biggest venue, the most people.
Is it like an out of body experience, or are you very
is.
like calm and in tune with like what's happening? It's
well-
probably a little bit of both, I would assume.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about fighting. I would get even with soccer sometimes.
Yeah.
Whenever I do something really competitive, I get like nervous, right?
You get that gut feeling.
Yes,
It's
and
the
you
gut
wanna,
feeling.
you feel like you want to throw up. So there was some fights where I would throw up in the back before my fight because I was so nervous.
I feel like fighting's so
would-
much more
yeah.
intense than
Whoa,
fucking
think
playing
about-
soccer, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, I mean,
bro.
you're going out there.
Yeah, you're not
One
wrong.
of you is going to get beat up.
Yeah, no,
You're
that's
going to kill
another,
each
yeah. A
other,
lot
you
of
know,
people
pretty
don't
much.
really understand that, but yeah, no.
And so it's like you're and this is what I like when I was an amateur and I started out. When you're starting out, obviously you fight in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
As I got more, as I was the champion, whatever, I was the main event or always the co-main event. And towards the end of my amateur career, so I always had to wait, bro. So imagine being in the back, all the fights are going
Hearing
on,
about all the fights.
and you're just like waiting, and like all the
The ambiance
nerves,
and all.
like you just want to get it out of the way. So when
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
an amateur and I
It's
was
a drag.
yeah.
bet.
So I would love going first. When I was amateur, when I was starting, I would love going
'Cause you
first.
just go and
get
then
out of the
you
way,
yeah.
start drinking, watch your
Yeah.
friends fight, whatever, have a
Yeah.
good time.
That's
But
fucking
you're,
dope.
But when
you're
you're
the
at the
main
end,
event,
you're like, fuck. The whole time it's like all this building up, all this
Yeah.
nerves, intensity, everything's building up, and like, oh, you know,
That's crazy.
And like, and yeah, and so I would throw up every once in a while, but it was good. I guess one of my friends at the time, Brian Caraway,
Okay.
he actually fought in the UFC.
Well, I know that name very well.
So he was with Misha Tate for a while.
Yep.
I trained with Misha
Yeah.
Tate too.
Misha Tate's out of Spokane, no?
She was out of Yakima.
Yakima. Okay.
Yeah.
I have a buddy, the Borishes. They own Tri City Judo.
Yes, I know
Yeah,
them.
so
I
I went to high
personally.
school with them. So yeah,
Oh,
very
okay.
good, very good
I
family.
know them
bro.
personally.
They're dope,
They're my
bro.
friends. Yeah,
Zach, Asia, and
Yep.
then
The
the
dad,
little
Robert.
brother, and then Robert.
Robert, yes.
Dudes, killers, bro.
Yes,
Killers, bro.
I love those.
Yeah,
they're
those are good
great people, good people.
Yep.
I still see Zach. He came back.
Yeah.
He's still a badass.
Really good footbal player, too.
Oh,
Holy
he's
fuck.
just a badass.
Yeah, he's a sick
he's
kid,
just a
bro.
badass.
He's a
that guy,
sick
that
kid,
guy's
bro.
cool, man. I love that
He's a
guy.
sick kid.
But yeah, so obviously when you're doing MMA, right, it's mixed martial arts, so you
Yeah.
gotta kind of like cross train. So I went to Siri BJJ, which is like the best jiu-jitsu
Okay.
around. I went to Tri-City Judo
Yep.
to train with the judo guys.
Yeah.
I would go to like other MMA gyms. And
They're so
cross-train.
tapped into, bro.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane.
let me tell you guys something. So this is something that a lot of people don't know that are not involved in the fight world. So there are coaches that do not allow you or do not want you to go to other gyms to cross train because your coach is
I
afraid
understand
that
that.
they're gonna take you away. Our coach was so confident and so good, he didn't give a fuck. Like he
If
said,
you
go
went to another
cross-train.
gym?
He wanted us to go cross.
You want to know what's crazy? With my business that I run, where I train and mentor kids, I'm the same exact way.
Really?
I tell all my kids, like, if I'm gone for a weekend, go see another trainer. I genuinely, like, I know damn well.
That's how you
gonna
know
come
you're a
back.
good coach.
But that's
Straight
the
up.
thing, though.
how
Like,
you-
that's
how
the
you know.
thing.
He wants to genuinely
Well,
see you.
No,
get
it's
better,
just like
too.
he's so
because another
confident.
thing though,
Yeah,
it's another
exactly.
thing as a coach and as like a mentor and someone who's trying to help someone progress in life, you don't want to like put them in a box to where if you can't provide something for them that they need, you're just gonna tell them no, you're gonna have to stay with me for it to work. Like, dude,
Yep.
go out and go figure out what you need to make you a better fighter, to make you a better soccer
Yes.
player, to make you a better person.
That makes
And
sense.
I feel like for me, like as I'm selling a service, as I'm providing something for someone, so that way they could benefit. It's like, bro, why would I do that? Why would I be the
Because you know
why would I
you're
be the
really good
person?
at what you do.
100%.
That's exactly why
you have to trust it, bro. You
do.
have to trust
when,
it.
When you're confident about your ability, your coaching abilities, your skills,
Yeah.
like, you're not worried about anybody else taking
No,
your
bro,
clients
and
at all. Because
no,
you know
you
they're gonna
can't.
always stick to you.
You can't.
Same with
you
personal
can't.
training, same thing.
And you can't like shy away from who you are.
Yeah.
You can't try to like change like who you are to fit a certain person to where they're comfortable. It's like you're who you are. You're gonna train. You're gonna coach the way you want to coach, and the people who understand it are gonna absorb it and they're gonna benefit from it. And if they don't, they'll go find someone to where it works. It's
I like
simple as that.
So you've been both, a fighter under a coach, and you're a trainer right now for bodybuilding and for, just for people that are doing
Self-defense.
lifestyle stuff
Yeah.
and self-defense stuff. So what?
Where
what,
are you located at? Where can
Yeah.
people find
So-
you to like get coached by you or whatever the case is?
Yeah. So I mean, I will do once in a while. Or one real quick point to touch on
Yeah.
the last topic.
Yeah, of
So
course.
the reason why it's very important in fighting, at least,
Yeah.
I don't know about soccer, but in fighting, the reason why it's really important to cross train with other gyms is because, okay, so keep this. You're training all the time with the same people, right?
Yeah,
And
you
you
get
kind of know how
comfortable.
you get comfortable. You know how good they are. You might beat everybody at your gym, but you go to other gyms and you want to train with different bodies, different people,
Well, yeah,
different skill levels.
Yeah, you're putting
I'm sure it's
uncomfortable
similar with
positions.
soccer, right?
I would say so. I think it depends though. Like when you're with your team, like I'm talking from like a player. Like when I'm training with my team, I'm very aware of who I'm training against because I'm with my team throughout the week.
Yep.
When I go against another team, I
a
have to
whole
take that
nother-
first 10 minutes within that game. I'm analyzing that player that I'm going against. I'm analyzing their movements. I'm analyzing what their tendencies are. It's the same thing with fighting.
It is.
The first 4 minutes of a fight,
the
it's
first
very rare
Yeah.
you see two guys just fucking start throwing blows.
Yeah.
Nobody's
They're
gonna do that.
they're reading each other. They're
Yes,
trying to.
that's
They're
so
seeing the
true.
level changes. They're seeing different
So,
things. And obviously,
that's so
I
fucking cool.
only
Let
am
me
looking
touch
at
on
it
that.
from
Oh my
like a fan base.
No,
but
he
I'm
knows.
able to absorb. Yeah,
Dude,
I'm
he's
able-
like a
yeah.
fighter with a no, he's a fighter. Yeah, you have a natural
I might
instinct.
have to
Bro,
do it.
So check this out.
25 mil.
So this is okay. So I've never been a sprinter, right?
Yeah.
Even with running, I've always been a long distance.
Okay.
So with fighting, the same thing. I was
Yeah.
never the guy that knocked you out in the first round, finished you in the first round.
Yeah,
You have
all-
those
yeah,
fighters
yeah,
that will
yeah.
come and knock you out in the
Those
first
just
round, right?
fucking-
yeah.
yeah.
I was never that guy. I was the guy that got better as the fight went on longer. Because what happened was I started reading my opponent.
Yeah.
Let's say I felt for certain things in the beginning, the 1st
Uh-huh.
two rounds, like, oh, I'm not going to fall for that again. I'm not going to fall for that again.
Yeah.
And slowly but surely I started like,
Yeah, you start getting comfortable.
yes. So for example, my last pro fight, 2019, at Arlington, Washington. I went and fought. No joke. They announced this guy as the hometown hero.
Yeah.
Literally. We were the minivan. Yeah.
though, huh?
Because he was well known, smaller town,
Yeah.
like an hour past
Hometown
Seattle.
hero.
Literally, bro.
Crazy.
Like I was the outsider, right, coming from fucking Tri-Cities.
You're like, fuck.
yeah, I was set up. I was
Yeah.
supposed to lose, right?
Yeah.
When you go to
Oh,
other
wow.
people's shows, like-
That's another thing I want to get into. Continue though. I'll talk to you about it.
So at this fight, I took this fight honestly 2019 only because I missed fighting so much.
Yeah,
I was
you were
28
just
at the time.
like, fuck it.
I just wanted to do it, bro. I
Yeah,
just
you
felt like
just want
I
that
missed
feeling
it.
again.
Yeah, like and the last time before that was like 2013.
Yeah.
So I took a few years off, right? So ring rust, whatever. So I trained 3 months, got ready for the fight, whatever. Main event. We were the pro. At the time, I was in pro am show. We were like the last fight, the pro fight, and the other ones were like amateur. And then, anyways, first 2 rounds, I was getting my ass kicked. I'm not gonna lie, getting my ass kicked. Like this guy. Well, the guy that I fought, he was a little bit bigger than me. He
Well, yeah,
reminded
because
me-
you weigh in, and
Well,
then after you could just
you can
kind
go-
of.
yeah, but he was a little bit taller, a little bit buffer. I was pretty strong. I've always been pretty buff, but this guy was strong, bro. He reminded me of a bull, literally like a bull, just like charging at me. Right? Not very. He's an MMA fighter. He's an MMA fighter. Okay, go ahead. Let's go. Yeah, okay, because that shit's gonna get. Yeah.
So you're in Arlington. You're the underdog. The first 2 rounds, you're getting your
First round,
ass
getting
beat.
my ass beat.
God damn it! I wish it wasn't the
getting my ass
case.
beat. So okay, so I'm gonna bring something up. My wife might not like so much, but.
It's all good, bro.
So check.
She
this
loves
out.
you for a reason.
She loves you for a reason. So at the time,
I like that.
so at the time, I was obviously with my ex, my baby mom, and I told the promoter
Yeah.
I was planning on proposing after the fight.
Oh wow.
But I told the promoter
The switch up.
I'm only gonna propose
If
I win. Because
Okay.
nobody wants to marry a loser.
Hey!
Let's be honest.
Clip that.
Yeah, so
Clip that shit.
So I was getting my ass beat for the first 2 rounds after a few years of not fighting, and you know what, guys, something that my coach told me clicked in my head, because I'm not gonna lie, I had ring rust. It's a real thing. Ring rust is a real thing. I hadn't fought in like 4 years or whatever.
4
right?
years?
5 years, I think. Yeah, like 4 or 5
That's
years.
insane.
I hadn't fought. I just took this fight, 2019. I'm like, I just want to fucking fight. I love
Trying to think
fighting,
where I
bro.
was at in
it's fun.
2019.
Okay, bodybuilding is my passion now.
Yeah.
But I would say the only thing that would be above bodybuilding would be fighting. I
But
love
it's your
fight-
first love.
That's my first love. Yeah, honestly, it's my first love.
That's how I
love-
feel about
with
coaching
soccer,
and shit.
coaching?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You like
'Cause
you're
I-
coaching
I-
now, but you playing.
Bro,
Right,
I have
yeah,
that
yeah.
itch. I'm getting that itch again.
That's what I'm saying. So every
getting
time
that
I'm at
itch.
these shows, I get that itch. When I look at I'm walking around the ring, I'm like, fuck, I wish I could be in there fighting.
Yeah.
I really do. Honestly, I could.
Do you ever like look at a fighter and you're like, damn, I could definitely beat the shit
Yes,
out of that
yes.
fool.
The problem is, okay, here's the problem with
That's
that.
how I feel with soccer
Oh,
players. Like,
easy.
damn, I'm way better than that motherfucker.
Here's the problem with that. The problem is that once you go pro
Yeah.
in fighting, I don't know what's up. Once you go pro, you can't fight amateurs anymore.
No.
Never again.
You're fighting legit motherfuckers
Yeah,
that have
yeah,
the
after
same
that-
drive, the same, if not
Yeah.
more than you.
Well, and at that point, people are okay. When you fight amateur, you don't get paid. It's illegal to get paid
Yeah.
as an amateur fighter.
Really?
Yeah, it's illegal. So what we do,
Even under the counter type shit, though?
So obviously, me and my partner Tony, we were fighters.
Yeah.
We fought for a lot of.
You guys
promoters.
understand it.
We understand it, and we really appreciated the promoters that took care of us.
Yeah.
We went to their shows, and if you really take care of your fighters, they're gonna want to come back and fight on your shows.
Right.
So what do? We get really nice belts, nice trophies,
Yeah.
give them a good experience with the event, pay for their hotel.
You
their
fly 'em
travel,
out.
their
You fly 'em
food.
out, too.
Yeah, we fly them out. Like everything, like we
Yes.
take care of everything. Fly out their corners, their coaches, everything. So, we try to make it as good as we can without paying them, right? Because we can't pay them legally. So, that same thing. I just put myself in their shoes. If I was a fighter,
What
how
would I
be?
want?
Yeah, what would I
I'm
want?
the same way with soccer players.
Right?
You
Get-
right?
the same way.
You want to like get a good rep for what you do,
Well-
for what you're running the events, and you're doing this thing to just.
Yes, but there was a big challenge that me and my partner faced here. So, unfortunately, in the east side here, aside from Spokane, which is 2 hours away, there's no other. There's a lot of karate gyms, jiu-jitsu gyms, taekwondo, you name it,
Yeah.
all these different things. There's no other MMA gyms, real MMA gyms, other than my partner's in Mercenary Comic Academy in Kennewick. So, what does that mean for us? We have to find fighters from different
Areas.
places,
States and
to states, west side, whatever, to try to come to our shows. Okay, let me ask you guys a question. If you guys are fighters, amateur fighters, and you guys are in the Seattle area, right? And there's a bunch of shows there. There's always a bunch of MMA shows, kickboxing shows, jiu-jitsu, whatever, everything. They're all over because there's a lot of casinos.
Yeah,
And
100%.
Again, these, going back to the old topic, casinos want events to bring people in. So there's always a lot of shows going on in different casinos all the time randomly. So what happens is all these coaches and in the West Side, they all support each other and send each other to their shows. Right? It makes sense. They all support each other, right?
Makes sense,
What
yeah.
what does that what does that mean for us? It makes it very hard for us to bring fighters from the West Side to the
East Side, yeah.
Why would you
It's
want
hard. It's kind of hard to compete with that.
It is, because check this out. And I get it. I put myself in their shoes again as a fighter. If you're a fighter, amateur fighter, and you can fight in your own backyard at a nice casino, and all your friends and family can come watch you live, why would you want to drive 3 hours away to Pasco, Washington, to fight where nobody's gonna really come watch you fight? Or maybe a few people might come watch you, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, why would you want to
That
come
makes
over here?
sense. That
It's
makes
an
sense.
inconvenience.
It's an inconvenience, and especially when we were small, nobody knew about our show.
Yeah.
So why would you want to come for the Northwest What is the Northwest Kickboxing League? What the fuck is that? That's
Yeah.
what, honestly, I don't blame them, right? So it was always very tough for us to get fighters here, very expensive, because we have to bring people from all over the place to fight here. And thank God for our sponsors, because if it wasn't for our sponsors, honestly, guys, we wouldn't be able to be where we're at today.
Yeah.
They're the ones that made it possible for us, and they trusted us. At first, we had 3 sponsors, and that's it. 3 sponsors: Black and White Flyer.
Yeah.
Like the most basic. Me and my
Yeah.
partner. One day, me and my partner were like, this. Our old MMA coach, Anthony Hamlet, badass coach. He was the one that would put on all the MMA fights around here at the track, at the when the Islands Casino was there.
Yeah.
The chemos,
Yeah.
all the fights around here. My coach
Yeah.
would put those fights on, right? So after my coach, he moved away. Nobody was doing fights here. So one day, me and my partner Tony Solis were training at Galloway's in downtown Kennewick.
I've heard of that. Yeah, old school
Dude,
gym.
we were like
Yeah, I
Rocky,
know that
bro.
gym,
Rocky
yeah.
status.
Yeah.
Training in the basement.
That gym's insane.
Yeah, bro. Like we were renting out his basement,
That
bro.
gym's
Training like Rocky
insane.
status, right? One day after practice, I told Tony, you know what, Tony? I'm like, you know what? No one's fucking putting on fights here. Everybody's putting on fights in Spokane, Yakima, everywhere else, West Side. Nobody's putting on fights anymore after Hamlet. Why don't we put on a fight? Like, just this case. That's how it started, bro.
That's
Literally.
crazy.
Like, fuck it. Let's try it. Luckily, at the time, I was working for the Shiloh Inn. I was working for them as the coordinator. I was the one coordinating all the events there in their ballroom.
Nice.
And so since I was working there, they gave me a discount. And I'm like, all right, maybe this will work. Let's try it here. Sure enough, we started there at Shiloh Inn, and surprisingly, was packed. Like, whoa. And then from there, we kept going. And then COVID happened, guys. So
Fuck COVID.
COVID happened. Yes, exactly. Fuck COVID. we were dead. So we started 2018, and December 2018 was our first show. Did a show.
Damn, that's so crazy.
Yeah, did a couple shows in 2019. So we did 3 shows. COVID happened. Honestly, guys, I thought we were never gonna be able to do a show again. Because COVID.
COVID, yeah.
COVID, we didn't know what.
We didn't know
nobody
what was gonna
doing
happen.
Anything.
I was
Yeah.
playing
There was no-
I was playing overseas and I had to come back because
Really?
Yeah,
See,
man.
there was no event. All these promoters,
That shit was
promotions
crazy.
went out of business because nobody was able to make money, right? So I honestly, after COVID, I thought we were done, right? I literally thought we were done. We're never gonna be able to do this again. I'm like, oh well, But afterwards, this gentleman came into town. Pablo, he runs another kickboxing league, and he does Idaho, Utah. He has a few different states
Yep.
that he,
Right.
and he put on the show at the fairgrounds, like literally like right after COVID, and they got packed. And
Yeah, I heard about that.
Right, and it was and I told my partner Tony, I'm like, dude, we gotta do this again.
That was where Isaiah made his debut, I think.
Probably
Or Chigo.
yes.
I'm
yes.
pretty sure he did.
Yeah. So after that, I'm like, you know what, Tony? We got to do this again. We can't let this guy come into our fucking territory.
Yeah.
Because this guy, he's a good guy. Like, I love the guy. Pablo, he's a good guy. He's a good
Yeah.
promoter. He's doing well, and he
Yeah.
puts on shows in a few different states, right, in like the area, and he does great. And he came into Kennewick, he put on a good show. It got packed. I was there watching the show. I'm like, man, like we just like he's here in our fucking territory putting on the show. So after that, we're like, no, fuck that. We're gonna come back. We're gonna put a show. We put on the show, sold it out. It was packed, and then after that, I think that promoter like respected us and never
Was
came
like
back.
never came back.
Yeah. But it was one of those
God
things.
damn.
It was one of those
Fucking
things.
up today. Holy shit. Jesus
all good,
Christ,
bro.
bro.
Continue.
So it's one of those things where like we literally like came back. Not only that, I'll be honest with you guys. Along the way, my partner almost gave up. He wanted to not do the shows anymore. I'm like, no, Tony, like hold on,
Stick with it.
stick with it. Like I'm like we're gaining traction. I see the big picture. Let's just keep going. You know, like let's see what happens. Because there was, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Thank God we've never lost money. We've always made money.
That's good.
Even when we were small, even from the beginning, we made even if it was like a couple grand each.
Yeah.
But we made some money, which was crazy because a lot of promoters, like my old coach, would like sometimes he would lose money, sometimes he would break even, sometimes he would make money. But promoting is even like events, any type of promoting, like it's like
Yep,
hit and
it's
miss.
up-
You can
up
have a
and
good
down.
show, a bad show, it's up and down,
Right,
right?
right.
Yeah. So my old coach lost a lot of money, made good money, broke even, like I said. So I knew that was the thing, you know, it was part of the game. But luckily, we've never been at a like we break even or
Thank
lost
God,
money.
thank God, yeah.
But there was a point where we were only making like a couple grand each for like a lot of fucking work, 3 months worth of work
Yeah.
to promote
Yeah.
the show. And my partner was straight up like, hey,
And
man,
those
like,
events were like spaced out too, so it wasn't like that couple grand could like.
Oh, yeah, exactly, twice a year, right?
Yeah,
like,
that's
like,
tough.
It's just like.
So you
but-
still were working another job.
Oh,
while-
of course. We're
Okay.
doing our own thing. So he's like, you know what? Like, I don't know. He's like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. And I'm like,
So-
just stick with it.
So it started as a side hustle
It
essentially.
did. Like, we tried it out. Start, like, literally, like I said, we have 20-something sponsors now. We had 3 sponsors, bro.
That's amazing,
one of
bro.
the sponsors was my partner's work, which is Twin
Yeah.
City Metals.
Okay.
I love these guys. Twin City Metals, man. They've been our sponsors from day one.
That's amazing.
And my partner used to work there. He was a supervisor there, so they always supported him and us. And, you know, they were there from the beginning. But, like, it's crazy to see that they're still sponsoring us, you know, like, and the growth that we've
The
had.
growth.
Yeah, the
so
growth.
when did you start?
2018.
And now it's
December.
2024.
Yeah, now
so
we're 9 events
so
in.
looking back at 2018 when you guys started, that first moment where you guys were like, shit, I don't know if this is gonna work, to like now being in 2024, you're getting ready to probably throw one of the bigger events that you've ever done, if not the biggest.
The biggest, by far.
How important is it to stay focused on what the end goal is? How important is it for you to understand that like it's not going the way that I want it to go right now, but I trust that like I trust that where I'm going in my energy that I'm putting into this is gonna make it work. How important is that for
So
you?
very important. So what I do even to date is I manifest, right? Like manifesting is important.
Manifesting's in
I
yeah.
picture myself there
I'm happy
in
you're
my
talking about
badass
that.
fucking suit.
That's sick.
But the place being packed,
Yeah.
being you know, like I just manifest.
You
it's
just
happening.
enjoying it.
enjoying the moment, and you know what? And it happens every time.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because like once I'm there,
You have that moment? Do you have that
Oh,
moment where you're like, holy fuck, I did this?
Yes, because
Yeah.
here's the thing though, bro. Here's the thing, it's like, okay, like I said, people don't know. It takes months of promoting, right? Getting things ready with the city, with the insurance,
Well, yeah, you got to make sure the shit.
fighters,
Yeah.
like everything, like lining everything up, like
Stressful.
It's a lot of work. It's 3 months of hard work.
Communicating with so many different people.
Yes. So it's like people are like, oh, you only put on 2 events a year, but like each event takes at least 3 months to put together, you know, and it's a lot of work in those 3 months.
Are you
Right.
still at only 2 events a year?
Yeah, for now, yes.
Okay.
But I'm gonna get into that right
Yeah,
now.
we will. You're good,
I'm
you're
gonna get
good,
into that right now.
you're
Some
good,
news
you're good.
coming.
Just good to know, good to know.
So 2 events a year, right? 3 months to put this thing together. A lot of hard work. That's where Tony was like, hey, you know what? I might come to the point where he was like, I don't know if I want to keep doing this, whatever. I'm like, dude, no, come on, just stick with it. Let's just keep going. Trust me. I saw the bigger picture.
That's
I saw
good.
the bigger picture because I saw, for starters, we never lost money even from the beginning, which was surprising. I would think that at the very first show we would at least broke even, maybe lost a little bit.
'Kay.
So we made money, even though it wasn't a lot. We made a little bit of money. Like okay, and every show we made a little money. But here's the thing though too. You have to look. There's a reason why a lot of the shows that are here in the state of Washington
Yeah.
never grow. They stay the same.
Yeah.
For example, there's one show in Seattle, the Axe. I love the guy Charlie. I actually went and trained with him one time. He's the Axe Fighting Championship in the West Side. He's been promoting ever since I was fighting amateur.
Yeah.
He's been a promoter, the older guy. And I feel like a lot of other shows, right? Like they do great, they do good, whatever, casinos. but they never grow. They have the same fighters fighting all the time, same local fighters. That's fine, whatever, right? But we're at the level now, bro, where like, even if we were like the West Side and we had all these people that wanted to fight here locally, we don't want that. Like, we're at the point where we're bringing in people from like Thailand, California, Colorado, all different parts.
Amazing.
Because we're going to the next level. We're on pay-per-view now. Last show was the first time we were on pay-per-view worldwide through Millions.co. They're a streaming partner. This time, you know, it's next level, bro. Like, we're on pay-per-view worldwide. We're like, we what I try to do every show. Every fucking show, we try to make it. We have been making it better.
You got to make it better.
We invest.
You have to elevate, bro. You have to get to that next level. If you don't get to that next level, if you don't progress, bro, you're gonna stay where you're at, and that's the hardest part.
And it's crazy because there's been shows that, like, even though we technically have more money from sponsors, whatever, right? We made less money.
I was going to ask you about that. So from 2018 to 2024, obviously the key each year is to get better and grow better and make more money and do better, right?
Yep.
But within that time frame, was there ever a point where you reached like a really big high, and then at that point, for some reason, it went back down, and then you had to pick it back up again? So was it constantly just elevation, or did you have to go through certain events where it was like, damn, this event was really good, the next event didn't do as well as you thought it would do, based off of how you did the last event?
No. Luckily, every event has done better than the last. But we learn from every event, though. So every event, we you know, obviously you analyze, okay, how did it go?
Yeah.
What
do you need to improve?
How was the production? How was the service? How were the fights? The quality of the fighters, the fights, everything, right? Everything. So every show we've been learning and improving things along the way. For example, this show versus the last show. The last show was the first time we had pay-per-view, live pay-per-view, where we sold the pay-per-view, right? And it was good, but this time we're gonna improve the pay-per-view. The way I talked to my production team, we talked over, okay, how can we make this better, make it look more legit? We're like, you know, so they're gonna even from last show to this show, the pay-per-view, the live pay-per-view for our production, because we partner up with Millions.co. They're a streaming partner. These guys are huge. They do worldwide events. They promote the event for us as they get a percentage of the pay-per-view sales. So they promote it. They set up podcasts with their fighters, pump it up, whatever, advertise, whatever, right? But at the end of the day, we're the ones that have to hire the production crew to do the live event, to do the production.
Yeah.
So our production crew has been consistently getting better every show. And this time around, like, it's going to be way better than the last. Same with the production for the event, like I'm talking about the screen, the lights.
Yeah, like while you're there, like the show.
The show. So that I invested a lot more this time. So the last time was the first time we ever had an actual LED screen.
Yeah,
this time we're gonna have an LED screen and 2 more vertical LED screens. More the chispas, the cold sparks.
Yeah.
I added more of that. I have a grand finale. I can't spoil it for you guys.
Yeah, don't spoil that shit.
But I have a grand finale planned to blow your mind, so it'll look badass for pay-per-view.
Let's go.
I have a few things that the UFC does that I'm implementing this time. So my partner, the cool thing about my partner, since he owns Mercenary Comic Academy and he has pro and amateur fighters, he takes them all over the country to fight. He picks up on different promotions, things that we can implement to our show, make it better. What can we add? How can we make it better? So every show we have, like, after the show we have like a meeting. Okay, it went good, whatever. How can we improve it? And to be honest with you guys, I don't know how the hell we're gonna one up this show. This show is gonna be so much better. If you guys went to the last one, it was good. This will be so much better in every single aspect. Like, I'm not bullshitting. I'm a promoter or whatever, but I'm not bullshitting you. Like, I spent a lot more money than ever before, a lot more than the last one.
Biggest money spent on a fight in Tri-Cities ever. If you are not there, what the fuck are you doing on Saturday, December 28th? What are you doing?
Put it this way. This is going to be the biggest.
No cap.
I feel confident in saying this. This is going to be the biggest kickboxing Muay Thai event in the whole, not just the Northwest, but the West Coast. The whole West Coast.
Ooh,
Straight up.
I love that.
I
love that.
I'm not lying.
I love that.
It's going to be fucking
And me and Jose the Butcher are going to be there.
Yes, you guys are going to be there.
We're going to be there.
You guys are going to fucking be there. Yes.
Let's go.
Dude, okay, just to start, these main event. This guy, Iska, he's from New Zealand. He's training in Thailand. We're gonna fly him in to fight from Thailand to Pasco, Washington. He's gonna fight this guy,
Kyler.
This guy, Kyler. He's from Idaho, but this guy also goes to Thailand to fight, and they're both 6-0 in Thailand, undefeated, both champions. This is a main event. It's gonna be.
I have a really good question.
Yes.
Is there any way we could bet on these events?
Since we're in Washington State, legally not.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately,
I forgot.
not
You're right.
yet.
You're right.
I mean, eventually, when we get bigger, you can go to like the Northern Quest Casino and
Yep.
make bets there.
Yeah. Okay. That's good to know. Hey, it's
yeah,
good to
yeah.
know for the people that want to go. Like maybe at some point.
Off the record.
Record.
People bet within like my VIP tables.
Yeah,
They go
they're
with
making
each
bets
other,
there.
like,
Yeah, it's gentleman's bet. It's gentleman's bet. It's gentleman's bet.
Yeah.
Damn, I like
I
that.
don't know anything about that.
Yeah, I respect it.
But
That's so cool, though.
So that's the main event.
That's
now
cool.
check this out. The co-main event.
The
we
fact
got-
you're bringing this here is so amazing.
It's crazy, right? Like I can't believe how big it's getting. I'm even. It feels like a dream to me, honestly, because like
That's amazing, bro.
Right?
That's so important that like you're genuinely living like what you thought mentally, and now you've gotten it into existence.
yeah, like
Like,
and that's what
that's
That's
amazing.
what I'm telling you guys. Like the only people stopping you from doing anything you want is yourself, right?
I like that.
Straight up.
appreciate
so,
that.
So the co-main event, unfortunately the guy I was hoping to say I would win last event, but he lost to Mauricio Guzman from Colorado, part of G Muay Thai Gym.
Is that my boy who lost?
Yeah, okay.
okay.
But the guy that beat him, Mauricio, is coming back to defend the 145-pound kickboxing title in the co-main event. And then we have two more title fights. We have a guy that just came from winning from a first round knockout.
Oh, wow.
He's gonna fight for the 170-pound welterweight title fight, and then we have a flyweight title fight. A guy that's fighting Daniel Jimenez from Mercenary. He's undefeated. Fighting a guy from California, actually, coming from Uriah Favor's show. Yep. So, we have the fight. We have 4 title fights, 10 main fights, and then 3 exhibition fights. It's gonna be lit. Like,
When does that start?
Oh man! So doors open at 6. Fights start at 7. Keep it
7 on the 28th.
7 on the 28th
of
but
December.
Here's the thing, though. By 6 p.m., if you get GA tickets are first come first serve. So
Yeah.
The earlier you get there, the closer you're gonna be.
Yeah.
Right? So we always have
Makes
a
sense.
big ass line by 6 p.m. already, like people lined up ready to come into the door. So
Mm-hmm.
if you want really good, if you only have GA seats,
Yeah.
come early.
Get it there early.
Yeah, you get a better seat. Otherwise, buy VIP. There's still a few VIP tables left. Not tables, sorry. VIP seats left in the bleachers. VIP tables and floor seats have been sold out.
How quick did you sell out of those VIP
Dude,
tables?
the VIP tables sold out within hours.
That's so amazing.
The VIP
That's
seats
sick.
sold out within a couple weeks, and then now we're getting into selling out the. People are buying the GA and the VIP bleacher seats now. It's insane because this is okay. So we've done 3 shows at the Happel Center, but it's been in the Expo Hall, right? The Expo Hall.
Yeah. That's where they do all of
The powder dance. all
Yeah,
the
they do
expos.
they also do jiu-jitsu tournaments there.
So people
I've
get
been,
like
I've been
a
to a few of the
perspective.
jiu-jitsu tournaments.
Go ahead and mention like the Expo Hall
Expo Hall.
capacity.
I mean, Expo Hall capacity, I'm very maybe 1,000 people.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Okay, and
1,000.
then
Yeah.
you guys are
Yeah.
moving on to.
So we went to the other side,
The
with
big
old
one.
track with the bleachers. We're talking about like
Ooh.
1,500 plus people.
Probably
That's awesome.
2,000,
Yeah, closer to
2,500.
200. Yeah, closer to 2,000 people. And
That's
as of
sick.
right now, the way ticket sales are going, it's gonna be fucking packed.
packed.
So
Yeah,
dope.
packed, bro. Like we've never had. Okay, that's another thing. Ticket sales have never been. So the thing about, especially with GA, so GA tickets, people up to like this time, we never sold a single GA ticket to like the week of the fight. We always sell out
Yeah.
the tables, the VIP floors, but we've never sold GA tickets till like the week of the fight because people will buy them last minute. And we're like stressing, like, okay, we're hoping it's to be packed. It should be packed. It always gets packed. But we're like waiting till the last week, like stressing, right? Like,
Right.
yeah, as a promoter, like
Yeah.
right? It's all
That
about
makes sense.
attendance. And then this time, people are fucking buying the GA like crazy. The VIP's been sold out. Like, so it's like, okay. So like, it shows me the growth. And okay, so this is where I was going to, guys. For the first time ever, As you can see here, I have Wild Horse Casino and Legends Casino.
That's
sponsored.
huge.
Holy
First-
shit.
That's
okay?
huge.
First time ever. So both of the
Wild
both-
Horse Casino.
Yeah, and Legends. So they're
Oh
And
my
Legends?
and Legends. Both. Okay, so check this out, guys. Fuck it, I'll say it. So
Fuck it. You're going to say it on the
First time you
pod.
guys are
Go.
hearing it on
Cook,
the
Oh,
cook,
man,
talk,
okay.
Right here.
Cook podcast.
Right here, man,
First
right
time
here.
ever.
Yeah,
Let's go.
First time ever. This is like insider information. So, I sent both casinos a proposal to be sponsored, right? And put it this way: before I'd send proposals, we never, nobody
Yeah.
didn't do it, right? We weren't big enough. Now, a Wild Horse said yes right away. Boom, we'll do it.
right away is
And then-
crazy.
and then
Neta?
a couple days later, I get an email from Legends.
They're-
Hey, hold off. We want to collab. We might want to collab, whatever. Boom, 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 boom. Long story short, they both came in and as together instead of competing against each other. They came together to sponsor it together. So they both got sponsored packages and they're
That's
both sponsored.
crazy.
And it's crazy because so I don't know if you guys are familiar. Are you guys familiar with BNI?
BNI.
I'm not
Business
personally.
International. Okay.
I've heard of it. I've heard of it
Okay.
though. I have
So-
heard of it after you say that.
very simply put, BNI, all it is, there's probably like seven BNI groups in the Tri-Cities or so.
Okay.
And all it is, they're networking groups. And the whole concept of BNI is there's no competition with each BNI group. So there's only one realtor, one painter, one
Yep.
roofer, one of each.
Yep.
So they all refer each other within their circle. They
Yep.
all win. Blah blah blah. There's no
That makes sense.
competition, right?
Oh,
Right?
I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Now. I've heard of
So
them. Yeah.
me being in business for so long, I've been part of two BNI groups, including the biggest BNI group, the 50 Gunners,
Okay.
which I love. I love you guys. Okay. Anyways, so that being said, I structure my sponsorships based on BNI.
Yeah.
So to not have to make it give people exclusivity, businesses, and not have competition with my sponsors.
Right.
That's why if you guys look at my sponsors, all the sponsors they're
Diverse.
I see you got
Super
Best Buy on
diverse.
there.
Best Buy.
That's a
exactly,
crazy one. I'm gonna be
right?
honest.
Best Buy.
You got Best Buy on
Oh,
there.
that's
Best Buy's a sponsor.
crazy.
First time ever, by the way. That's what I'm
I
telling
love
you,
that.
bro.
I love that. I
Like
love
you
that.
went to the store and you're like, "Yo, where's your manager at?" Or
Remember
you
I was
just
talking about connections?
yeah.
Well, I know the main motherfucker.
Oh,
Yeah.
Really, like the
And,
owner type shit.
Yes. You see O'Reilly's here? I
Yeah.
I know one of the main motherfuckers.
Oh,
too as well.
O'Reilly's too.
It's
That's
amazing.
sick.
Exactly. So it's all about connections.
Who you know.
Who you know. So again, anyway, so Smoke Seed for Less. I asked him for years. Never
Yeah, he
got
said
a
no.
response.
Now you did.
Now the owner called me. Boom! I want to do the only vape shop, smoke shop to sponsor this. Cool, done. So I've always wanted them anyways.
That's cool.
Anyway, so my goal, with BNI, so we made an exception this time for the first time ever, and we allowed two businesses, which is Wild Horse and Legends Casino,
That
to
makes
come
sense.
in and collaborate together when normally we wouldn't do that, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
I've had multiple instances where I have like 3 car dealerships all trying to sponsor, and like, no, I can only have one, right?
Yeah.
So, anyways, we did that. So, for me and my partner, this is our tryout. This is like me
Yeah.
going to the tryouts, bro.
Yeah.
In soccer, right?
Yeah.
Like they're
They're testing you out.
They are.
They're testing you out.
We went and we look at their venues, beautiful venues. They put on. I know they put on boxing. They put on MMA. Both of them put on boxing and MMA. Roy Jones Jr. I know the promoters. Some of the promoters that put on the MMA fights. None of them have kickboxing or Muay Thai yet.
Ooh.
New category. So they're both gonna be there. So this is our chance to show
really,
out.
like, yeah.
Say, hey, again, they just want to see how packed we can get this place, how good the promotion is.
They just want to see how well you sell it.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to sell them an experience.
That's all I'm doing. So
Experience.
for that reason, as you can imagine, we're going all fucking out.
Okay,
All
that's
that
good.
extra. I got a lot of extras. I got a shitload more sponsor money than the last show. Guess what? I invested pretty much all of it back into the production, into the travel, bringing better fighters.
That's the way to go.
good.
making the production better.
It's
the
important,
lights,
bro.
Everything.
It's amazing.
Everything, bro. Because again, me and my partner are looking at the bigger picture. We don't
Yeah.
care about the right now. Yeah, I could have kept the extra money
Yeah.
from the sponsor through a similar show to the last show.
Right.
But that's not what we're about. We're trying to get bigger. We're not trying
Bigger,
to be a local
bigger,
show.
and bigger.
Yeah, we're not trying to stay the same size forever. Keep the same fighters fighting locally forever, right? We're trying to bring people from all over the world. Eventually become international. We've had people from Canada. Eventually we want people from Mexico. You know, we want people from all over,
That's
right?
sick.
So we want to keep growing. And the way to grow is not really through here. It's through pay-per-view.
Yeah, you gotta get out
everywhere,
there.
Right? So my goal is to keep growing through pay-per-view, keep getting this bigger so we can eventually do shows not only at the casinos, but in other cities and other states.
Yeah.
Right?
So,
Once we're known.
You wanna
Ernesto, it looks like to me like you did your fighting, you did your training and everything, but right now, like the main thing that you do is like you're a show guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're throwing these shows, and Tri-Cities has never seen anything like this, right? You're able to easily get. I mean, last show 1,000 to 1,500. This show, it looks like we're projecting around 2,000 people. Not just anybody can do that. What kind of drive does that take, like from you and your partner?
Oh man, you just have to be hungry, man. Like you have to be hungry, and I mean, anything that I do business-wise, I'm always hungry, looking at the bigger picture. Like a lot, like I said, it goes back to like a lot of people, like they look at the right now picture.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna make money right now. They kind of get like tunnel vision. I'm
Vision,
not
yeah.
looking at right now. I'm looking at like down the road.
Down the road.
You know, like yeah, I could do this. I don't want to put on small shows forever, right? No, like it's not for me. Like, why not? Like, I want to see how far can I fucking take this,
Yeah.
right? That's what it comes down to. How far can we take this? And I'll be honest with you guys. At first, it was kind of like, okay, we're doing it, whatever. And now, it's becoming to the point where like, fuck, we can actually like reality check. Like, this could fucking be.
This could hit. You
Like,
just could
this
hit.
be fucking way bigger than like. At first, it was like, oh, let's put on something here because nobody's doing it here
Yeah.
locally, whatever, right? Entertain people, make a little bit of money, whatever, have fun. And to me, bro, I'm having fun. So with everything that I'm doing in business, no matter what I do, I have to have fun. If I'm not having fun doing it, I'm not gonna do it. Period. I don't care how much money it pays me. I'm not gonna fucking do it. And that's why I work for myself now, and everything that I do, I fucking love what I do. I enjoy what I do. I'm passionate about what I do, and that's why I work with people that are passionate about what they do, like Alex Ochoa, you know, like my partner Tony Solis, and my wife Laura Cervantes. Like, there's people like you gotta work with people that are passionate about what they do, what they're good at, what they do, and there's no way you're gonna fail at that point.
Right.
Like, you know, like it comes down to like if I'm passionate about this, right? They're passionate about like what they do, their expertise, and like all together we can, like nothing's gonna stop us, bro. Like honestly, if you're with the right, like he said, if you're with the right people, if you have the right people around you,
It's the
like
key.
the sky's the freaking limit. And
Yeah.
like, and why would you want to limit yourself, right? Like, okay, like why would
Yeah.
you not want to go bigger? And if I don't make it, who cares? I'd rather try than be like, oh, what if?
Yeah.
What if? I never want to fucking go be old and say, what if I would have done that? What if I would have tried this? Maybe it would have gone here, blah, blah, blah. No, fuck that. There's no
Yeah.
what if. It's
I like
either
that.
do it now
All
or
in.
fucking
Or
all
don't
in.
do it.
Or
Yeah.
don't do it at all. You have
Yeah.
to waste your time. Like, you can't have that's something I learned with bodybuilding, with fighting even as a pro fighter. You can't
half-ass it.
half-ass it, bro. You have to go all
Can't skate
in.
by.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work because there's people out there that are fucking hungry and they're all in. And if you're
Yeah.
fucking half-assing it, they're gonna fucking eat you alive,
Yeah.
bro.
Well,
Straight up, they're gonna eat you fucking alive.
It looks like you translate your passion through these events, and obviously, if you have 20 sponsors, and those people,
You're selling it, bro. Like you're
No,
selling it to the
It's getting,
sponsors.
it's only getting easier to sell sponsors, and
Yeah.
I'm getting more and more money. But again, guys, like my goal is to get this bigger. So I'm gonna keep investing back into these shows because. Okay, so now, like, for me, like, my question to my partner, I'm like, dude, how the fuck are we going to one-up this one? We try to, every show we one-up the last show, right?
That's a good question,
like,
though.
how are we
Yeah.
going to, so.
That's a good problem to have.
It's a great problem to have.
Yeah.
That's a good problem.
It's like when companies grow.
It's the only problem you should
Yeah,
have.
it's like-
Honestly, if I'm being honest, that's really the only
Yeah.
problem you should have.
Any
Like
bus-
if you're doing so good, you should not have any other problem. But like, how the fuck do I beat that?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So
That's
That's
a
a good
perfect
feeling.
way of
I'll
looking
give you
at
guys,
it.
and this podcast,
Go
I
ahead.
guess, insider information.
Go ahead.
We're working on their fucking first pro-am show.
Let's go.
Really?
Have a fucking
Oh,
pro
like a
fight.
full-on show?
No, like have a pro fight. Like it's all amateur.
Oh my
We had to
gosh.
start to have pro fighters, paying fighters to fight.
Oh.
And it's called a pro-am show. You have amateur fights
Yeah.
first, and you have the last.
Right here in
fight.
Tri-Cities?
Yeah. Last 2-3 fights.
So has there ever been a pro fighting here?
Not in Tri-Cities that I know.
Not in the Tri-Cities?
Dude, you're breaking records. That's
That's what I'm
crazy.
saying.
Pro
That's
fighting in the
crazy.
Tri, bro. It's
Yeah.
never been done
That's what
before.
I'm saying. So like that would be the only way.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I genuinely did not know that.
Yeah, it's only been amateur around here, so that's why. So like we're trying to step it up, and obviously like again with the pay-per-view, same with pay-per-view. I love Millions.co, but eventually we want to outgrow them and go to like the Zone or UFC Fight Pass, a bigger streaming.
The
network
Zone is huge.
that could, that
Yes.
could get us a lot more exposure and sponsors like OnlyFans and
Right,
such.
all
Ooh.
OnlyFans.
That's when you
Okay.
start making the big bucks
Yeah.
with the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
That's when you once you start getting known. you start
OnlyFans.
getting
Uh
shows.
oh.
Bro, let me tell you guys something.
Yeah.
This was actually shocking to me. One of our fighters, Brandon Henley,
Is an OnlyFans model?
he's not an OnlyFans model, but
Unfortunately.
he's fought in our shows like at least 3 times, and this guy he's very popular. Unfortunately, we cannot find. He fights at 205. It's
hard to find
it's
someone
hard
at
to find
205.
Yeah,
They're usually out of shape and
yeah,
they
it's
don't.
one of those
no,
weight classes
yeah.
where like it's hard to find.
205s are fucked.
They're harder to find.
Yeah.
So, but he was traveling. This was it this year. I think it was early this year. He went to watch like a ONE FC show, and he was traveling from Seattle, where he's from, West
Yeah.
Side, to like Denver airport, like the fucking the
Yeah,
connecting
yeah.
flight. He was at the Denver airport, and I started giving the fighters like a free Northwest Kickboxing shirt, right?
Yeah.
He was wearing a shirt, random at the airport. Some guy came up to him and said, "Hey, I saw you fight in the pay-per-view."
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
He sent me the message, screenshot me, and like, no, I couldn't fucking believe it. Like,
That's so
this
dope.
is badass.
That's
like
dope.
somebody
It's
from
growing.
the Denver airport said, "Hey, I saw you fight in the
Yeah.
pay-per-view." Like that to me that shows me that it's fucking growing. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of potential here.
That's so
important,
You know?
sick.
Yeah,
Important.
and then having somebody like my friend Kai Stewart, the fucking featherweight 145-pound bare knuckle fighting champion,
Yeah.
who's becoming the face of the bare knuckle fighting championship, like support us like crazy. He's gonna be here at the fights December 28th.
Yeah.
He's gonna be part of the streaming. He's gonna be commentating in the streaming for the pay-per-view. He's gonna be interviewing the fighters after the winners after
Yeah.
they win. He's gonna be here. He's been very supportive, helping us, sharing everything, posting on his story and his page. So we're very grateful for that as well. But like, he's gonna be here. He's becoming a really big deal. So like having someone like him, an influencer, helps us.
It's amazing. Yeah, 100%.
And, like,
All the more people you have with audiences, bro, that are gonna like literally see what you guys are doing and be like, damn, this is actually cool, and they're gonna support it. That's the key right there. That's the key. Just making sure you're doing the right things that are gonna make the masses come to where you're at, to where they're supporting what you're doing, bro. You're good.
Honestly, it means a
Just,
lot when somebody comes up to you and they tell you, things that you would think like, oh, maybe not that many people are noticing, but you're inspiring people in ways that you wouldn't even imagine, right? So I've had people like even from podcasts, which I would say like me and him, like we just started, right? This is the smallest that we're ever gonna be, but like we're gonna keep growing and everything.
without a doubt.
And people have already been quoting what we've said on the podcast and like guests and everything. And sometimes things that you don't even remember, right? Like things that you don't even remember you said or you did, and people are already quoting that. So like, how does it feel when like somebody points out, like, oh, they're getting inspired by what you're doing right now?
It feels like a dream come true. Like at first, again, like being over here, nobody knew about us. Starting this promotion, nobody wanted to fight for us. Just being straight up, nobody was like, "Who the fuck are you guys? Why would I drive 3 hours away to fight you when I can fight here in my backyard again?" Right?
Right.
It comes back to that. And now we're at the point where my matchmaker is getting so many requests from different fighters from all over, not just locally, all over, saying, "Hey, I want to fight in your show." So now, like, it's like we only have limited spots. Like, so how that makes it feel so fucking good. Like we're doing something right. We're on the right track. Like from us begging people to want to fight in our shows, desperately trying to find fighters, to people like begging us to fight in our shows. Like that to me, that's like fuck. That's like, okay, we're going on the right track. Like
That's a
that makes it
huge
feel good,
realization.
Yeah,
that
realization,
there's
exactly.
progress.
Progress, realization. Like we're doing something right. Let's keep going. let's see how far we can take this thing. And like I said, like I want to take it as far as I can take it, right? And you know, like at the end of the day, like this is my passion, and I want to keep going as as far as I can.
Yeah, we love that, man.
Legend.
Low-key, hey, right now,
Legend.
there's nobody that's doing what Ernesto Toscano is doing right now.
I agree.
Right?
Dude, I'm happy I met you, bro. Honestly,
likewise,
yeah.
bro.
This shit's sick. This has been a fun podcast.
I knew-
I've
I
enjoyed
I
it.
told-
To score on me.
Yeah, it's gonna. I'm gonna be on. I'm gonna be honest. Sunday at Live Quest whenever the day comes.
I told Alex, I was like,
I'm gonna. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen more than 3
I
times.
told Alex,
Oh,
I was like, this is a huge, this is a huge podcast. I told
No, this
him.
is
I
sick.
told
Yeah,
him.
no, he told me literally. We've been talking about it all week, bro. Like the thing with me and Jose, whenever we like, yes, we're doing this almost as a side gig, but bro, we're so passionate about like bringing people on that we admire, that we want to hear their story. We want to understand where they come from. We want to understand who they are as a person. We want to understand what they're trying to push out to the world. And we want to be a platform for everybody to come on here, spit their shit, bro,
Promote their
and just
stuff.
literally just have a good ass conversation, bro. Like that's genuinely all we want. We strive to be the best men we could be, and we want to bring on men and women who are just striving to be the best people they could be. And we truly believe, bro, like you're doing the right things. We support you 100%. We're going to the fucking event. We're bringing as many people as we can to the event.
Let's go.
And it's gonna be. I'm
If you're
excited.
watching this, you better be there.
We got it. We got to make it happen.
You know what I
bro.
mean?
Not just because it's my show.
No, dead ass, bro.
We're gonna
Like,
have a great fucking time.
yeah, no,
I
yeah,
love that. I love
no.
that.
This is sick,
would
bro.
say I'll give you your money back if you don't have a good time.
Damn.
I'm willing to go that far. Like it's that good. I'm not
That's
lying.
sick,
like,
bro. I love that.
Because like at the end of the day, like I'm there, right? Like I said, I manifest this thing. Whatever, I see myself there,
Yeah.
packed, everybody having a good time,
Yeah.
and I'm there, and it fucking happens every fucking time. I'm like, whoa, and I'm there, right? Like I feel like it's my baby. Like all this work for this one fucking night.
Yes,
And
sir.
like, and I only
It's a
have
lot on the line
a lot
for
on
it,
the
bro.
line. Like you can, and especially now with these guys, these big ass sponsors there, like this is like that's where we went like extra all out. Like I cannot fail, right? So like, and if I, whatever happens. At the end of the day, I did my best.
Yeah.
But I know that I'm not leaving anything on the fucking table, guys.
I respect that.
We're going all fucking out.
I love that, man.
love
Well, yeah,
that.
bro. I appreciate you. I appreciate
We
you. coming
appreciate
on.
I
you
appreciate you guys too.
Literally,
coming
bro.
on, having a good conversation with us. Lastly, you're a person that we looked up to, and we still continue to support you in everything you do. And what do you got in your hand right now?
Yeah, what is that? You just busted that out of nowhere.
Sorry. So I don't fall asleep, right? Okay, guys, I'm not gonna lie. So this is a little bit past my bedtime. I'm usually asleep by like 10.
He's dialed in 90,
Yeah,
94.
Yeah, he's told me that before, and I was
94/7.
like, why?
Yeah, I'm like, well, here's the thing, Jose. I'm a personal trainer.
Yeah.
So I train people at like
That's
5
awesome.
in the morning. So I have to be
Jesus
up at like
Christ.
4:20. So
Yeah.
yeah. So usually I'm like, even the days I don't have to work, I try to sleep in. I can't, bro. My body's
Yeah.
already, used to it.
You already got it.
I already got
What do
it.
we got here?
So this right here is gym juice. So this right
Gym
here,
juice.
this is actually pretty fucking good.
Can I try it?
So yeah, you try it. So these guys are like, hey, we want to sponsor your show. I'm like, okay.
Here we go.
Okay. But I'm one of those people that like I will not back something.
It's actually
up.
pretty good. It's
Try it. Give it a try.
It's like-
what do you think, Jose?
I don't even know him.
I don't even know what flavor
It's like-
it is.
it's like-
it's good.
It's good.
It's good, right?
Give it a go.
0 calories. That's
It's 0 calories.
that's a good
only
thing right
200
there.
milligrams.
And
of
it's
caffeine.
made here in Tri
It's
Cities.
made locally by a doctor here.
Let's
Doctor
go.
of Lipology.
What's his name or what or her name or?
His name. Oh man, I have to.
Oh, you're good. You're
This
good. You're
just
good.
happened yesterday.
Whoever it is. Oh no
This is
shit.
literally-
Okay, it's good. It's good. It's
They
good.
hit me up.
This is actually
perfect.
hella
That's just
good.
actually
right.
gas.
I'm
no
telling
cap.
you, the stats.
That
are
shit
fire.
hits. That
So
shit
I'm
hits.
telling
It
you,
doesn't taste like Red Bull. It doesn't
No.
taste like
No, that
Monster.
tastes
You
like
guys-
its own entity, bro. Like, let me
If
see
you guys
that.
want to check it out,
And
and hey, Juanitos is gonna be selling that real
Yes,
soon. I'm just letting you guys
yes.
know.
I'm pretty sure top level athletes will definitely have this. as well.
dude, like I said, I'm like I told them
me
like
see it.
if I don't like it, I'm not gonna have you sponsor. Like I can't
Dude.
back up
Let me
something.
see it real quick. Oh,
I
yeah.
cannot sponsor
Go ahead.
something. I
Go ahead,
cannot
go
sponsor
ahead.
something
Enjoy
that I
this
don't like.
sip.
Yeah, of course.
That's quality. I'm not gonna.
So I'm
lie.
just letting you guys right now. letting you guys know right now, 0 calories, 0 sugar. So
That's a big one.
This is huge. This is a gym drink.
Yeah.
This is an everyday
You
type
drink
of
that right
drink.
before you lift, or you drink that mid lift, or what are you thinking?
Sometimes before or like during.
During?
During, I like drinking like when I start my workout.
Yeah.
But you know, some people
Johnny,
like
try
it,
this real quick.
because I don't take pre-workout. Some people take pre-workout, right? I don't take pre-workout.
Yeah.
But I just drink.
I'm not really a pre-workout guy either.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
it was like 2016 type shit.
pretty fire.
Like, it's
Yeah.
not really, like the dry scoop, and then you go hit a
Yeah.
PR. Like fuck
Right.
all that.
0 sugar, 0 calories.
What do you
dude.
think, John?
It reminds me of pre-workout.
John Wick.
It's like a pre-workout.
Workout.
Interesting.
So it's you know, I like it, whatever. So this will be the official energy drink for the Northwest Kickboxing League.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yes.
that's the official energy
The
drink.
official energy drink.
That's the
right here.
first energy drink sponsor. That's huge.
Go. That's massive.
Yes, exactly. So
That's huge.
massive.
Exactly, it's huge. And then another thing we're gonna do something like little. Okay, let me give you guys a little detail.
Right.
Do you guys know when people are walking at this? We've never done this before, by the way. We're adding this time, implementing. So when and it honestly it honestly happened because our commission or sanctioning body or like every time the fighters come to the ring, they always have like their family, friends like crowd them as they're like coming into the ring, right?
100%.
And they told us we need to have that cleared
Not
out.
happen. Yeah.
So what we're gonna have now, we're gonna have 2 guys on each side, 4 guys in suits, coming out with the fighters like the UFC does, and the purpose is literally to just clear out the area, make sure no one's there like the sanctioning body wants. But it's gonna look cool at the same time. You know, we're gonna have people walking up the fighters, boom boom, look legit in suits. You know, just add to the
Oh, yeah.
experience. You know, it's all about show. You know,
Exactly.
It's
It's
all
a
about
show.
It's
That's
a
a
show.
that's what it is at the end of the day.
That's why I dress up, you know. All that's like my excuse to be able to dress up all freaking like Bruce Buffer. Like, what other
I like that.
occasion can you dress up like a Buffer? People would be like, "What
Yeah.
the fuck are you wearing, bro? Like, you're too much. You're extra." But at the show, I can be as extra as I want to be because I'm a promoter, so I can dress up as fucking extra as I want. I can fucking wear a
Love
fucking
that.
crown if I want to. But I'm not gonna do that. But you know what I mean? Like, you can be as extra as you want because
Yeah, of
you know I'm
course.
playing the role. It's all a role. You know, it's like acting, whatever you want to call it. You be there, play the part, and go fucking all out.
I
You
love
know?
it.
So I'm there. My partner doesn't like to dress up, so I'm the one I'm the promoter
Yeah,
role.
you're like the face.
You're
of
the
it.
showman.
Yeah,
I would
That's
say.
fine.
I would
That's fine
say.
though.
Yeah, and
I would say.
As long as you guys know your roles and
Oh,
you
yeah,
guys help
bro.
each other out, then that's all that
he-
matters,
Yeah,
bro.
he's like literally half the thing. Like people don't realize how hard matchmaking is. Matchmaking is so difficult. Okay, so I can have the best production, right? But if you have shitty ass fights,
Yeah.
people are not gonna like them. People might not come back.
I wouldn't.
Doesn't matter how good the light show was, the entrances, the singer, all that
Oh, yeah.
bullshit, right?
If it's like me versus Alex, like who's gonna watch that?
I
You
mean,
know
I'm
what
not
mean?
saying that, but
Probably a lot of people.
but you know, but like this guy, man, like he does a great job, and just like our shows, every show, bro, like the fight card keeps hitting, and because I'm a fighter, so most people that go watch these shows, they don't know the difference. They see fights, it's like say good fight, they're happy, but if you're a coach or fighter, you're in the fight game, and you're watching the actual fights, you can tell the quality of the fights. Right, and you're like, okay, and you really either enjoy it or you don't enjoy it as a fighter
Right.
because you know better. And with my partner, bro, like the fights keep getting better and better and better every fucking time. Like the quality of the fighters gets better. Like now, like we don't take any independent fighters, for example. And there's nothing wrong with independent fighters, but it's just like from our history, not just our history, but like our old coach history. Independent fighters are people that basically train themselves. They don't train at a gym. They train at a garage, whatever, right? A lot of these people, they do not show up to the fights. They flake out.
Yeah.
They're not very good.
There's nothing to lose from
Yeah.
in some cases.
So you know, obviously, when we started,
Yeah.
we had to take those people on because we had no other option, right?
Right.
But as you go on, and the quality of
You-
fighter, the promotion gets better, the quality of fighter gets better. Now, like I said, now we have requests from so many fighters from all over trying to fight on their show because it's getting bigger and bigger, and that's what we want. So
Right.
like, you know, slowly but surely we're like getting there. And I'm not gonna lie, it's not just us, man. Like, to be honest with you guys, like it's a lot of like the sponsors. Like if it wasn't for these sponsors, man, like it takes, well, people don't realize it takes so much money to put on this type of show. Like
Yes.
the travel, the hotels, the production, the venue, the insurance, everything, bro. Like it's a lot.
Especially nowadays, man.
Yeah, it's a lot
It's a lot.
it costs so much.
Takes a
money.
lot just to do anything.
So much money. So if it wasn't for our sponsors, like honestly, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing. And they're the only reason we've been able to grow to the point where we're at today. A lot of them have been sponsoring us for years. You know, like they continue to support us, and we continue to gain these sponsors along the way as we continue to get bigger. But like, dude, this is huge. Like their sponsors are like our core. They're our backbone. They really make this like happen. Like and this time my compa Hector, you know Hector Tiro Igual?
Yeah, of course I know him.
Hector
Yeah.
Rodriguez.
Yeah.
He's our
Such a
title
cool
sponsor.
guy.
He's such a cool guy, man. Like
Yeah.
this guy, to me, he's more than a friend. He's family. Of
course.
He's forever. He like, dude, I trust this guy with my life. Hector Rodriguez with Tiro Iguash. But he's our title sponsor, and he's part of the reason why we have the grand finale surprise. You guys, if you guys go
Ooh.
there, you guys will see what I'm talking about. It's crazy. He won all out. He's like, he's always been the sponsor. He's never been the title sponsor, and he's the title sponsor now for the biggest event we've ever had ever. And he's going all fucking out. And
That means
and
his business is doing really good.
he's
He's a huge entrepreneur.
Yes, he's a
Honestly,
very,
the
he's a
first
good leader,
the
entrepreneur.
first conversation that I had, I was like, okay, this guy, you know, he's got his head on straight.
Oh, yes.
He's talking about business all the time.
Yes.
If my dad, you met my dad.
Yes, cool guy.
Tito, he's had many conversations with my dad. If my dad likes you, you know you're doing something big.
That's
You know
true.
what I mean?
If your dad likes you, you mean you're legit.
Yeah.
I need to meet Pops. I need to meet Pops. I still need to meet Pops.
Yeah.
No,
Alex,
like me, though.
Alex you've met him, because my brother has gone to your training, but
Oh yeah,
You guys
literally
haven't
a
had
full-on
maybe-
conversation. Yeah,
yeah, you guys
Yeah, no.
haven't had like a lot
Yeah.
of conversations, but you
You're right.
guys have.
Yeah, his little brother trains
Yeah.
with me a little bit every now and then.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, we really appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks for having me.
One last
Honestly,
promotion.
if you guys are December
December
28th.
28th.
There's no reason for you to not be free. I'm gonna be honest. Like if you're not free, it's Christmas break.
What else you gonna do? Shop?
You're in town.
Yeah.
You've already done
after Christmas.
You've already done your Christmas returns. You're back. It's Saturday morning. You're waking up. You're realizing like, oh shit, there's not a lot to do today. I'm telling you,
There's a bunch to do.
You got to go to the Hapo Center.
You gotta be
Hapo
there.
Center, December
there.
28th. Doors open at 7. Be there by 6.
Yeah, doors open at 6, 5 start at 7.
All right, my
You
fault.
got it, you
I
got it,
thought
you
I
got it, you got
had it.
Same difference.
Same shit.
difference.
But
same
man,
shit.
no, me and Jose the Butcher are gonna be there, bro. We're super
Dude.
excited to have you on. You've,
gonna
you've
be there
killed
for
it,
sure.
bro. We appreciate you.
I appreciate you guys.
This whole podcast has been such a fun journey, man.
Yeah.
We're only 5 episodes in. We keep getting
Dude, I'm
such
so-
amazing
I'm
human
so
beings,
proud
bro.
of you guys. I've been
I
watching
appreciate
you, guys,
you, bro.
following You guys.
Yeah.
You're doing amazing.
It's amazing, bro.
Honored to be on
We're
this
happy
podcast,
you're a part of
man.
it, and like
Yeah.
the same thing we tell all our guests. We'll run this back later down the road. We'll see
Yeah.
where we're at, and then we'll kind of go.
We're
from
gonna
there. So,
revisit this
we'll
topic.
revisit
and you're
this,
gonna
bro,
be in a
and-
bigger
and-
arena.
Yeah,
Indeed.
we're number 9 right now.
Yeah.
25.
Yeah.
Denver
Ooh.
Northwest Kickboxing League
Yeah.
25.
That's
bro.
so
Like,
sick.
This way, man.
Yeah.
I
This is
can't
the
wait.
beginning. This is just the
Can't
fucking
wait.
beginning.
Yeah,
Let's go.
And
Appreciate you, bro.
I love how everybody that we've had on,
Yeah.
they're just boom,
Dude,
boom.
they're just
on to the
dead.
next, on to the
well,
next.
another
on
thing
to
with
the
that
next.
even is like, bro, they know who they are. Like they
That's the
don't
same
shy
thing with
away.
me and
yeah,
you, too.
exactly, 100%. So like,
that's
bro,
exactly why we're having
we
you on.
genuinely appreciate your presence being on this pod. Like you make us able to do this. It's not just me and him. It's
Yeah.
you guys coming onto the podcast.
Exactly.
You guys explaining where you come from, what you're trying to promote, what your mission is in life. You guys are what makes this podcast
Oh,
amazing.
and before we end this,
100%.
what is the vision? What is the? I'm not gonna say end goal because
There's
it's
never
hard.
an end goal.
Yeah, exactly. Because obviously, like you're a driven individual, but like, what's a goal that you want to hit in the coming years?
I want to be
With
the
this.
biggest promotion so now that we're at the biggest promotion in the West Coast, I want to be the biggest promotion in the whole United States
Oh
and then
my
eventually the
gosh.
whole world. When it comes to the thing about
Ooh,
when it comes to kickboxing,
that's a huge statement.
Love
Yeah,
that.
it is because there's like Glory Kickboxing. They're like the most well known for kickboxing. There's not that many other promotions that are very well known when it comes to kickboxing. It's like the IKF, the International Kickboxing League, but
Yeah.
they're just kind of like there.
They're just
like,
there.
But
You're there to take over.
Yeah, dude.
I love it.
I didn't see
It's yours for the taking, bro.
It really
Genuinely,
is, bro.
I fuck with
like,
that.
Like sky's the limit.
There you go.
I think we're in the niche with kickboxing and Muay Thai where we can go literally to the moon.
Let's go.
And it's just a matter of time.
To the
It's a
moon.
matter of time.
Let's
we're
go to the
gonna do
moon.
it,
Let's
guaranteed.
go.
I'll see you guys at the fucking top.
Let's go.
Oh, I love it. I love it.